Howdy, this is Marisa with Marisa Moments. So the download is this: you are not an imposter. What I receive, and you're not phony, is also what I hear. This got to be ancestors, because they're like, you're not fake, you're not phony, you're not an imposter, then all of that, just throw it out the window. They keep wanting me to throw stuff out the window, right? What I receive is that you keep seeing like snippets or previews, if you will, of your higher self. And you keep getting downloads from your higher self to almost like what I receive is that will impact you physically, right? Because you've been doing so much work internally. And what I hear is that now it's time to reflect it externally. And I feel that to be physically, as far as aesthetically, I feel that to be as far as verbally, all of these things that in a 3D realm of existence represent who you are as a person, party, entity, however you want to say it, right? And what I receive is that as you continue to receive these like previews or these snippets or however you want to refer to it, you get excited behind it, right? Because you're like, yeah, that's awesome. But then at the same time, right before you go to take that step forward into what you're seeing, into what you're being called into, you're like, you stop just shy and you're like, but that's not me. That's not who I am. And what I receive is, yes, it is who you are. If you're seeing this foreshadowing, this preview into who you are, if you are seeing yourself, that's because that is who you are. Point blank, period, full stop, right? The imposter syndrome is simply coming up because that's not who you were. So your former self is trying to latch on. Oh, did you hear my wrist pop? It said crack, crack. Anyway, it's trying to latch on and is trying to hold you and tether you to the past. But your higher self and your divinity team is coming through and saying, no, your healing has changed all of that. So now it's time to fully accept and embrace who you are post healing, or as you're going through the healing process, because we're never fully healed, right? We're continuously on this journey. But what I receive is that you need to start moving forward in the external, because that is the part that you are waiting for outside validation, even though you know you don't need it. It's almost like validation for yourself. When you see that external shift and change, you're going to be able to make amends and marry the internal healing with the external growth. So step into it. You are not an imposter. You are not a phony. You have just grown.